The beginnings of the Albanian language. On the mountainside, I heard shouting an Albanian voice. This was the first written record of the existence of the Albanian language in the year 1284. It was recorded exactly this way by a witness of a robbery in Ragusa, Dubrovnik, in the minutes of the trial in Latin. In 1308, an anonymous author describes the Albanians as a people who do not understand others. Specifically, he writes in Latin that the Albanians are different from the Latins, the Greeks and the Slavs. A little later, in 1332, a French monk notes something similar. He says that the Albanians use Latin letters, but their language is different from Latin. We have to reach the next century, specifically 1462, in the middle of the 15th century, to see the first written phrase in the Albanian language printed. The phrase is, "I baptize you in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit." The phrase was written by Angelo Flavio Cameno and was written in Latin characters. Paul Angel was commissioned by the Catholic Church to write a book in Albanian, but failed, writing only this baptismal phrase, which is called Formula e Pagazimit. This finding was discovered and published in 1915 by the Romanian Nicolae Iorga. The second written record of the Albanian language was the dictionary of the German traveller Arnold Ritter von Harff, who passed through the Durrës region. It was written in 1496 and includes 26 words, 8 phrases, the numbers from 1 to 10, the number 100 and the number 1000. The third written record of the Albanian language is a song, or rather an Easter hymn or a hymn of the evangelist Matthew, which was written in Greek in the 14th century. At the beginning of the 15th century, it was translated into Albanian and was found in southern Italy in the community of the Arboresce, who were Christians persecuted by the Ottomans from Epirus and Morea. Half a century later, we reach 1555, and we have the first complete printed book in the Albanian language. It is the Meshari by Gjon Buzukut. He was a Catholic priest. The book is a translation of the Catholic liturgy into Albanian. It contains the rites and other services, excerpts from the New Testament and prayers. It is addressed to priests. 37 years later, in 1592, at the end of the 16th century, we have the second Albanian book and the first in the Tosk dialect. Its title is mbsuame e Kreshtere, which means Christian doctrine. It was written by the priest Eqerem Çabej, and as we can see, it is again a Christian book. From then on, we have the period from 1750 to 1850, where the Albanian language presents a great diversity, particularly rare. It uses 11 different alphabets. The linguist Robert Elsey has done a thorough study of all this in his book Albanian Alphabets, Borrowed and Invented. Some are adaptations of the Latin, Greek, Arabic and Cyrillic, but some are locally invented writing systems that have fallen into obscurity and are largely unknown today. The greatest Albanian linguist was Eqerem Çabej, 1908 to 1980, a member of the Academy of Tirana. He used to say that only 8% of the words in Albanian are original. The remaining 92% have their origin in Latin, Slavic and Greek. From then on, at the end of the 19th century, the Albanian language was formed in the form it has to this day. This happened in parallel with the building of the Albanian consciousness, which we will discuss in another video.